to a trial that's been 5 years in the making. The trial over the use of mace in Birmingham public schools is going on right now. The plaintiffs are in the middle of bringing forward their witnesses and experts on behalf of 8 former Birmingham City School students. WIAT 42 News reporter Chris Womack is live at the Hugo Black Federal Courthouse in Birmingham. And Chris, what are the two sides trying to prove with today's testimony?
Well, Sherry, since the trial started at 10 a.m. today, the plaintiffs, who are being represented by the Southern Poverty Law Center, have been trying to prove that there is no place for chemical spray in schools at all. To prove their point, they brought in Dr. Peter Leone from the University of Maryland. However, where the plaintiffs see a good idea, the defense sees a lack of credibility.
I felt like I was listening to somebody talking about schools that existed when Ward and June and Ward Cleveland was sending Leave It to Beaver to school.
Dr. Peter Leone from the University of Maryland took the stand first for the plaintiffs in Judge Callan's courtroom. The SPLC is representing 8 former students who claimed they were maced by Birmingham police officers while on their school's campuses.
The day that we have been fighting for years. We are finally getting our day in court to vindicate the rights of all current and future high school students in Birmingham City Schools.
The defense argues that the officers' actions are justified.
These are sworn police officers, and they're sworn to uphold the law. They don't have any choice but to uphold the law.
What we're talking about is kids who are doing the things kids do. Kids in school, they fight, they get upset.
Several of the students involved in this case were fighting, but their attorneys state there are much better ways to handle situations than with chemical spray.
How damaging that is to their ability to learn and to become productive parts of our society.
Dr. Leone is a 30-year veteran of education, including several tenures with disciplinary organizations. The defense picked apart his claims that mace is unnecessary based on his experience with several school systems, including Washington, D.C. and Baltimore.
He also testified that he had no first-hand knowledge of whether some did or not. The guy has a total lack of foundation for his opinions.
A court adjourned just before 4 p.m. tonight, but not before the plaintiffs brought forth 2 alleged victims who went simply by the initials KB and GS. I'll tell you about their testimony coming up tonight on WIAT 42 News at 6. Live in Birmingham, Chris Womack, WIAT 42 News, coverage you can count on.